Well, hello there. Sion Batson here from Sion Batson Tutoring, and in this video, we will be placing fractions on the number line. Very important concept for all of my third graders. So, join me. Now, this exercise is out of my third grade math workbook. You can master third grade math next generation learning standards. Now, this workbook it covers all of the next generation learning standards as well as the Common Core learning standards for third grade. This workbook is filled with very simple and easy to follow notes, step-by-step examples, guided examples, and more than 600 practice problems and answers. Parents love this workbook. The students love this workbook. The teachers love this workbook because it is a great resource for extra practice at home, for homework help, and it is also the ultimate study guide to help your scholars get ready for the third grade state exam. So if you have a third grader, I would highly recommend that you grab them a copy. You can get your copy from Amazon. Now, to our video. When placing fractions on the number line, we will use three very simple steps to help us master the concept. Yes? Now, first step. The very first step will be to cut the number line into equal parts. Now, the denominator of the fraction that we are placing on the number line will help us determine how many equal parts should be on the number line. Yes? Now, step 2, we will label each point on the number line. Now, very important. When we label the points, we will always start with 0. Not 1, but 0. Yes? And step 3, we will locate the fraction. That's it. Let's try one. The example here says, place 2/3 on the number line. So the very first step will be to cut the number line into equal parts. How many parts should the number line have? The denominator will help us. The denominator of this fraction is 3. So guess what? We will cut our number line into 3 equal parts. So let's cut our number line into 3 equal parts. So they look about equal, yeah? We have 1 part here, 2 parts, 3 parts. So we have successfully cut our number line into 3 equal parts. Step 2 will be to what? Label each point on the number line. And remember, very important here, when we begin to label, we will always start with 0. So look how we will label the points. The first point here will be 0/3. We are using 0/3 because the denominator of the fraction is 3. The second point will be 1/3, then 2/3, then 3/3. Now this fraction right here, 3/3, is also a whole. Because remember, whenever the numerator and the denominator of a fraction are the same, the fraction is a whole. If the numerator and the denominator of a fraction, are the same number, then the fraction is a whole. So we have successfully labeled each point on the number line. Now let's locate our fraction. We're looking for 2/3. Do you see 2/3? Oh yes, it's right here. So we can put a point. Let's label this point right here A. It's that simple. Get the idea? So if you can remember these 3 simple steps, you will master this concept. Let's try the next one. Let's try placing, let's say, 4/5. Yeah? Let's place 4/5 on the number line. So let's first draw a number line. And step 1 will be to what? Cut the number line into equal parts. Now remember, the denominator of the fraction that we are placing on the number line will help us. So, since the denominator of this fraction is 5, we will cut our number line into 5 equal parts. So let's go. How much do I have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. 5. They are about equal, yeah? Good. So we have 1 part, 2 parts, 3, 4, 5 parts. Yes? Now, once we have done with that step, we will now label each point on the number line. Now, very important, when we are labeling our points, we will always begin with 0. Don't forget that. So the first point here, let's use a different color ink so you guys can see better. The first point here will be 0 out of 5. And we start with 0 and 5. We use 5 here because the denominator in the fraction is 5. So we have 0 over 5, then what? You count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See that? Now, remember this fraction here, 5 out of 5 is a whole. Because whenever the numerator and the denominator in a fraction are the same number, that fraction is a whole. Now, so we have successfully labeled each point on the number line. Now, let's locate our fraction. We are trying to find what? 4/5. Do you see 4/5 on the number line? Here it is, right here. So we'll place a point. Let's place the point K. Yes? Very simple. Now, you might be wondering, well, why do I have to know how to place a fraction on the number line? Well, this is a very useful skill to know because when you are comparing fractions, you can use the number line to help you compare fractions. Okay? It's a very important skill that you must master. Now, this is what I want you guys to do for me. I will give you one. Let's try 3 out of 7. 3/7. Now, I want you to pause the video and try this one on your own. Yes? Pause the video and try this one on your own. Okay? Then you're going to come back and see if we get the same answer. Now, if you aren't too sure, it's fine. You can go back and watch the 2 examples that we just worked, yeah? And then come back and try this one. Okay? So try it. I believe in you. You got this. So, welcome back. Let's see. So the very first step is to do what? Cut our number line into equal parts. And don't forget the denominator will always help you. The denominator in this example is 7. So we have to cut our number line up into 7 parts. So we'll try to make them a little smaller this time. You have 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have 7 parts, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was your first step, yeah? To cut the number line, into 7 equal parts. The next step will be to label each point. Now we have to label all the points. We cannot skip any of the points on the number line. We have to label all of them. Yes? So, and again, remember we always start with 0. So it'll be 0 over 7. Why? Because the denominator in the fraction is 7. So 0 over 7, 1 over 7, 2 over 7, 3 over 7, 4 over 7, 5 over 7, 6 over 7, and 7 over 7. And this fraction here is very special because remember, whenever the numerator and the denominator in a fraction are both the same number, that fraction is a whole. So we have a whole right here. Now, what fraction are we trying to find? 3/7. Do you see 3/7 on the number line? It is right here. Very good. I know you guys would have been able to master this concept. Now, even if, let's say you made some error, you made a mistake somewhere, that's fine. Okay, don't be angry, don't be overwhelmed. Go back, try the problem again. Remember, the key is to follow the steps. If you go step by step, you will get it correct. Okay, so if you didn't get the correct answer, that's fine. Go back, try the problem again, and go step by step. Okay, now can we do one more? I have a bonus here that I want to see if you guys will be able to get. If you really understand this concept, let's see if you guys can figure out this one for me. My number line is so crooked, sorry. Okay, now I'm going to put a fraction right here, and we're going to label this point H. We label this point right here H. Let me see which of you can tell me what fraction is located at point H. Give it a try. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to try and figure it out. Give it a try. Here's a clue. Remember, the denominator is your best friend. So you can use your denominator to help you find a fraction. That's all I'm going to say. Give it a try. Yes? Now, write your answer down. Whatever fraction you come up with, write it down. And now let's see if you are correct. Let's see. Don't cheat. Put your pencils down now. I'm watching you. Put your pencils down and look at me now. Now, so we want to figure out what fraction is at point H. Well, we know for any fraction, we need two things, yeah? We need a denominator and a numerator. We can find the denominator first. How? All we have to do is count how many parts the number line has. The number line has 6 parts, yeah? So the denominator is 6. Let's use the blue here. Now, how are we going to find the numerator? Oh, well, all we have to do is what? Let us label each point on the number line. Remember, we always start with 0. But it's important that you find the denominator first, because the denominator will tell you how to label or how the points on the number line should look. The denominator should be 6. So we start with 0 over 6, 1 over 6, 2 over 6, 3 over 6, 4 over 6, 5 over 6, 6 over 6. And right here is our whole. Now, do you see where point H is located? We're at 5, 6. So the fraction is 5 out of 6. Did you get 5 out of 6? Very good, very good. So again, this is a very important concept for all of my third graders. If you want to practice more, this exercise is out of my third grade math workbook. You can master third grade math, next generation learning standards. It has tons of practice. It has this entire exercise with all of the notes. Yes, so I would highly recommend that you get a copy. You can grab a copy from Amazon. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you find it helpful and you will find it useful. Remember to practice. Until next time, enjoy your math homework. And again, practice, practice, practice. Thank you.